Hey guys, how's it going? This is Michael.
This is Kyle.
And this is our Avengers Infinity War Trailer 2 movie trailer review reaction. This movie is coming out and I am super excited.
Yeah, me too.
We are getting closer and closer to Infinity War coming out, which is coming out
in late April.
April
25th? April 25th.
So basically a month from now.
Or 27th.
I'm super. Yeah, it was pushed up, right? It was.
It was brought back. It was like the first week of.
Oh yeah.
Traditionally, Marvel movies come out the first week of May, but now we get it like a week earlier.
Yeah, because I think the first Avengers, if I remember correctly, came out May 4th. I believe so. May the 4th would be weird. That was kind of their thing. But I was right when they acquired Star Wars. I think they did that on purpose. But in any case, I'm super duper excited for Infinity War.
Me too.
I saw the first trailer. Super stoked about it. It has everyone and their mothers in it, and I'm super excited about it. Yeah. Any last words before we see the second trailer?
I haven't seen Black Panther yet, so I'm. Obviously, he survives in Black Panther.
Yes.
But
yes.
I still have to go see Black Panther, and I'm going to do that this weekend. But this trailer came out a couple days ago. So we're a couple days late, but yeah, a couple days ago.
All right. Quality over quantity. Anyway, guys. One quick note. Thank you guys so much for watching and keeping us. I know we've been kind of not that great at posting videos. A lot of crazy things are happening. We're going to get this thing rolling again. So thanks for sticking with us. Really appreciate it. I know we have a couple fans in the UK. And I think we had a couple in Australia too.
Yep.
Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And let's get this Avengers Infinity War trailer 2 on the move. Let's see it.
Avengers trailer 2. Avengers Infinity War trailer 2.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity
Pretty lofty goal.
he can do it with a snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Like the Nintendo Switch.
Thanos.
He looks better.
Yeah, he does.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us. We have what Thanos wants, so that's what we use.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
April 27th.
Okay. Ooh, Hulkbuster.
Still exists. Perfectly balanced. As all things should be.
Who's that?
I hope they remember you.
Yep.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
Super cool, man. I don't know what other words I have for it. It's so epic. It's so...
Oh, wow.
It's something like... I'm so looking forward to that movie.
Yeah, me too. I want to... My fear is that Thanos is just like another villain to destroy the world, and not like the way they do his character, right? He's another dark elf. He's another, the guy from the first Guardians of the Galaxy, Ronan or whatever his name is. And he's another like villain who's just so hell bent on destruction, or like in Ultron or something like that.
Yeah.
that he's a one note villain, but it didn't sound like that the way he was talking in the trailer. Also, he looked a lot better.
Yeah.
Like visually, they've done work on it since.
Yeah.
And I feel like Thanos looked like, because I was so worried he was gonna look too CGE before. But I thought he looked so much better.
You know, I don't have the same fear as you, simply because, like, if this was coming after Age of Ultron, then I might have the same fear. But this is coming after Civil War. And Civil War, the development of the villain in that movie, even though he didn't have a huge role, there was still a lot of development from him. So I'm hoping they bring that same type of story arc to Thanos as well.
Right.
I don't think he'll be somebody that's just hell-bent on destruction, but, you know, with these types of villains, these all-powerful villains, the less you show is better, right? The less you kind of know about him necessarily. You know, you keep the monster behind the curtain, and I think that's definitely going to be a pro for the movie. Hopefully, if they don't try to overcast, like, the main thing I think about this is Mama, right? Like, so the movie Mama, the scary movie,
Oh, yeah, right.
it was scary, super good, and then at the very end they just all backstory, and then they just, for like 15 minutes, they just go out and ruin the movie by giving me this whole long, heartfelt, you know, history of Mama. I hope that's not what they do here. I don't think that's what they're gonna do here, because
but you saw a cutscene of young Gamora holding Thanos' hand or whatever when she was like a kid. Yeah. So clearly that's not shot in the present time. That's backstory that's shot. I mean, we're gonna either see flashbacks or that's at the beginning of the movie or something.
Yeah.
So clearly they do some sort of character development for Thanos.
Yeah. And that's good, and I hope they do. I just hope they keep the story on the Avengers. You know, I hope they keep the story making sure, you know, tracking the Avengers on how they're going to bring everybody together. You know, Civil War kind of divided people apart. You see Captain America all gritty and has his beard and everything going. So I want them to keep the storyline on the Avengers assembling as opposed to the history of Thanos, which I think is what they're going to do, especially following Civil War, because that's kind of the path they took in Civil War.
Think anybody dies in this movie?
Yes. I think Vision dies. He has to die.
Because he has the Soul Stone or the Mind Stone?
He's got the Mind Stone.
He has the Mind Stone.
Vision has to die. I mean, there's no other way. Because that has to be...
He can survive without the Mind Stone.
He was built on the Mind Stone.
He was
resurrected on the Mind Stone. Not resurrected. He was erected.
See, I'm not familiar with the comics. I don't know if he... Because I know him and Scarlet Witch have a thing going on. Yeah. So, I'm not sure if he survives without the Mind Stone or not.
I think I saw...
as soon as he was like built around the Mind Stone, the first thing I thought was like, he is going to die.
Yeah,
But now I'm not so sure that he can't survive without it.
I mean, maybe. I mean, that's something we'll have to see in the movies. Because I thought I saw a cutscene where he doesn't have the Mind Stone in, but that might have been...
right.
I feel like I saw that somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like I saw that somewhere. And if that's the case, honestly, I dislike that because that was his thing, you know. He was built on the Mind Stone.
You saw Thor Ragnarok, right?
I did see Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, so you know Thor only has one eye now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thor has the one eye, so that carried over.
There was a point where he was like making lightning and holding.
Yeah, he did that in Thor Ragnarok too. Yeah.
But it looked like they cut something out of his hand because they didn't want.
So maybe he gets Mjolnir back,
possibly, or a new weapon. I'm not sure of the comics, like if Mjolnir was. If I'm saying that right. Mjolnir was destroyed. The hammer was destroyed. I'm not sure if he gets it back or he has a new cool weapon or something like that, but it felt like he was holding something up and then you couldn't see it. I mean, maybe the weapon was covered, but you couldn't see it. But it looked like he would have a new weapon.
Yeah, and he looks more a God of Thunder. He looks a bit more like Raiden from Mortal Kombat than he did the Norse God of Thunder.
Looks like Stark got upgraded tech.
Yeah, Spider-Man got upgraded tech.
Yeah. That looked really cool.
Ant-Man was in that. It's really cool.
Did you find it weird, the Guardians of the Galaxy interacting with the Avengers? Because I know you had that initial...
You know,
let me be clear. I did not think that would ever be a problem, Chris Pratt being in this universe and everything else, even though each of the movies have different tones. But seeing them all together, did that work for you? Even though you saw one scene.
if I were to watch this movie directly after the first Avengers, then yes, I would say that was really weird. But since then, I've seen Thor Ragnarok, which was pretty crazy in its own right as far as the Avengers universe
Did you
is
like Thor
concerned.
Ragnarok?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was too fun. I'm not a huge fan. I know.
Did you
Chris,
like it more than the other Thors?
I thought it was more fun than the other Thors.
Does that mean
I know Chris Hemsworth.
Skirting over question.
So the rumor was that Chris Hemsworth didn't want to necessarily pursue more movies if he had to keep himself composed like a Norse god. He wanted to have more humor. He wanted to have more of a character. Yeah. So that was kind of his thing that he wanted for the new movies coming out, which is why Thor Ragnarok took on the way it did. This isn't a Thor Ragnarok review, but real quick, I thought it was okay. I thought they did too much with the humor. I didn't like what they did with the Hulk and Bruce Banner. I thought that, the Hulk, if you watch him in the first Avengers, he is terrifying, and he is burly, and he is scary. And in this one, in Thor Ragnarok, he was just a big doof. A big doof. He was just like the big 2-year-old that was, and it just didn't work for me because the way they introduced the Hulk in the first one was just so great in how terrifying it was. That scene where he's chasing Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, it was like a horror.
It was a horror movie. It was, and in this one, it was a comedy. So I didn't really like that take so much.
We've seen that character a bajillion times now.
Yeah.
So I disagree. I really like Thor.
Oh, really?
I think it's the best Thor movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But in any case, getting back to this, Infinity Wars looks super cool. I really like the way they did Thanos. They didn't overdo him like they did for Ultron. Ultron was just too much. Thanos seems to be a more reserved character. That's just all powerful, and he doesn't necessarily have to flex it. I really like that scene, except for apparently Captain America's super strong because I was not under the impression that Captain America could stop a blow from Thanos and hold that hand there.
I really think he can't. I
don't
think
think he
just
can
playing with
either.
him. So that brings me to, I think Captain America dies in this movie.
Yeah. Well, he's done a million movies, so if you look at the backstory of it, if you look
if you look at contractually,
yeah,
like
he's done his 10 or
think,
13 movies or whatever he needed to do.
I think Robert Downey Jr. too. I think
both of them die.
I'm
pretty sure doesn't Captain America die and then Winter Soldier takes up the mantle?
Yes,
as Captain America.
Yes. So that happens in the comics, but they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at The Walking Dead. They don't really follow comic books at all.
Yeah.
But especially because he's a very popular character.
Yeah.
And his death at the end of this movie or whatever. So what I'm curious now is, if Thanos gets all 5 Infinity Stones, the game is over, right?
That's what it said. But
you can snap your finger and
that's
destroy half the
okay.
universe.
But to be fair, to counteract that idea, and this is why I didn't like the first Guardians of the Galaxy. That was the sum plot of the first Guardians of the Galaxy. If Ronan, correct?
Ronan the Conqueror.
If Ronan got that, Infinity Stone, it was supposed to be game over. And then at the end of the movie, he had the Infinity Stone, and he failed to kill any of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
To be fair, all of us would fail to kill anybody if Chris Pratt's dancing in front of you.
That's why that ending really is so much fun. I'm like, this is the whole plot. So they have to stop it. Yes, they have to stop it. No, just the end. They have to stop Ronan from getting this Infinity Stone. How are they going to do it? That's the whole thing. And then he gets it, and then nothing. And then that killed it for me.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing happened.
They all held the Infinity Stone and held hands together. And
God,
what?
Spare me.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's why I didn't like the first movie. The second movie was. We're not getting into those ones anyway. But yeah, back to the Infinity Wars. See, it's hard to talk about the Infinity Wars and not talk about everything that goes into it.
Well, yeah, but this is a culmination of every movie that's come before it.
Yeah.
Like, this is the exact, what they've been, even the first the first Avengers movies and everything, this is what it's been building toward.
Yeah.
The Avengers Initiative, when it was first brought up at the end of Iron Man in an Easter egg scene, and from then on, in all the different movies, this is what the big baddie, they're building this, where, DC has 3 movies and they bring out the Justice League and everything. Yeah. So, and that's obviously really Russian. This, we have, investment in all these characters. I love Captain America. I love Iron Man. I love Thor. I love all these characters. And, a lot of them might not survive the movie. I know Spider-Man is because he has a sequel coming out for his movies.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. How sad would it be if Marvel the series, the entire series was done. You know, at the end of the Infinity
Well,
Wars.
they have Phase 4 plans.
Yeah, well, they do have phase. I'm just like I was trying to. I did a mind exercise the other day, and I lived in which a world where Marvel was done with its stuff, and
Yeah.
and DC was done with its stuff, and then you're just like, okay, now what am I gonna watch? 'Cause
Eventually-
there's no more superhero movies coming out. You know.
Well, DC might not be done for a while because they might just
I hope so, man.
reboot everything.
You know
all
what?
over
Even if
again.
the storyline's not that great, I hope they just keep pumping out these blockbusters because I'm having fun watching them, and you know, it's a good time.
You don't
man.
have superhero fatigue yet?
No, not at all. Not even close. I love superhero. The real world is not superheroes, and so I like to go to the movies to escape and see my superheroes.
I have to agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fun time.
I love watching these movies. Like I could watch them for the rest of my life. They just came out for the rest of my life.
Yeah, 100%. And I really hope they do. Honestly, I really hope there's some
At some point, though, they have to stop these units. Like,
Yeah, that's
they're
what I'm
gonna stop
saying.
them,
I
yeah.
thought about a time in which that happened, and I didn't like it. When I'm like, there's no there's no new Iron Man coming out, or there's no new.
That's
Captain
eventually gonna
America?
happen. But
I know it
you will
makes me
have-
sad.
You'll have Ant-Man for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Ant-Man,
And, you
which
know,
I'm really looking forward to. Ant-Man and
Captain
the Wasp.
Marvel will then take up.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these lesser known
Yeah,
quantities that we
Yeah.
haven't seen on screen before will take hold of Phase 4.
yeah.
And you will probably see the others die off.
Hopefully they keep expanding the phases, even if it takes a hit to quality. That's
I
fine.
mean, I
with
keep
me.
hearing how amazing Black Panther is, so
Yeah.
I really want to see that, and I don't mind if we get like 5 or 6 Black Panther movies.
Yeah, let's
So,
see
hold
it.
on, it's really good.
Yeah, I heard it was really good
Yeah.
too. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please comment, subscribe down below. Let us know what you think of the Infinity Wars. Let us know if there's any holes in the plot for you, or what you guys think of Thanos. Yeah. And anyway, thank you guys so much for keeping on and continuing to watch us. We really appreciate it. And we'll be coming out with a lot more content. Really appreciate it. And as always, this is Michael.
This is Kyle.
And this has been a critique on the universe of trailers.
Later, guys.